Hello and welcome to my channel where all things are true, righteous, real, and raw. Okay, so this is going to be a channel message for my Pisces, all placements. It was like an urgent message. Like I was in the shower and I was hearing stuff. One of the, well, no, first let me call in my team real quick. So, Holy Spirit, thank you for waking me up out of my bed today to be able to be a vessel and seeker of truth, of light, and unconditional love in its truest form. Archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, those who have my best interests at heart, please step forward at this time so I can relay clear and concise messages to the Piscean collective and the divine feminine collective, as what you just heard as well. So this is a very urgent message from Spirit, okay? Please take what resonates and leave the rest. If it's not for you, it's just simply not for you. And if you are interested in any personal sessions, please click the link in the description box below, okay? So, one of the things I was hearing, one of the main things, like the topic, was I can't keep living a lie and calling it the truth. Like, and this has to do with, this can be with many things, but for a lot of you, I feel like it is a relationship, okay? Some of you have been in a relationship for a long time and you have been deceiving yourself and allowing this person to deceive you. All right, Pisces, we like to make things look all sorts of kinds of ways that they are not, okay? The sun, right? Because of the divineness and the innocence within us, our childlike nature, we can come off as naive at times, and not even, that's how we come off to others, but really it's not even that we're naive, it's that we are so pure of heart that we tend to focus on the pureness in others, even if it is only shown very rarely, okay? So what I was getting was I cannot keep living a lie and calling it the truth, which is very deep. Like, I can't keep living this facade of a relationship. I cannot continue to deceive myself and my family. Some of you may have children with this person. Like, you're at your breaking point. Some of you have been in this relationship for a very, very, very long time. Very long time, okay? 9+ years, or some of you 5 years. I'm hearing 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1. You know, it could be whatever the timeline is. And this is even going back to past lives, okay? I cannot keep living a lie and calling it truth, Pisces. You have got to step back and reflect and really be able to see people for who the fuck they are. Excuse my language, but like Spirit really like wanted me to relay this message. Sisterhood, clear communication. Yeah, like 2012, you may have came into this connection around the year 2012, or prior to meeting this person. Say 2012, there was a year where, you know, some great awakening was going on within you, okay? There was a lot of divine Venusian energy being downloaded from the cosmos into Mother Earth. But I feel like this is prior. Some of you, the relationship started this year, or this is prior to the connection. I just heard 2014, 2015. But let me keep the sun out, okay? But I'm also channeling 212. So some of you may have an area code 212 as well. And some of you, again, need to join the Sisterhood of the Rose. And I keep talking about that. But I also heard something, someone saying like they were going to stab you, or somebody was threatening to be, like somebody was threatening you. like physically, and some of you may, trigger warning, like maybe going through physical abuse and don't know how to get out. And then some of you are literally allowing yourself to be manipulated by what society says as far as emotional abuse and mental abuse, like it not being physical abuse. So you're giving people the benefit of the doubt because they aren't putting their hands on you, and what you fail to realize is that emotional and mental abuse is sometimes a lot more detrimental and worse than physical. So yeah, we've got the Hermit and the King of Wands. So some of you are in a connection with a fire sign, or this person has a rising or moon placement as a rising sign: Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. The Hermit, Virgo. Some of you may have a Virgo around you or in your energy, or you may have a moon in Virgo, or just high placements in your chart in Virgo. And Virgo season is coming up, so I definitely feel for Pisces. Virgo is the opposite of Pisces. So during Virgo season is going to be a time where things are coming to light. What's been hidden is no longer going to be able to be hidden. You feel me? Because there's the sun right here, and then this lamp, right, that he's holding is literally shining toward this King of Wands. So there's a lot of light being exposed, light codes, all right? You're receiving clear communication and downloads from this reading, from my channel, from the universe sending you signs. The goddess within you, if you work with a specific goddess, you know, that energy as well has been like trying to nudge you forward and show you signs like, look, like some of you have been under deep deception. We've got the Well, okay, and then we have Justice at the bottom of the deck. So some of you may be dealing with a Wow, and then the Star at the bottom. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra, or coming, okay, so what I'm getting is coming Libra season. Shit is going to be, that is when a lot of you are going to either walk away or start taking steps to actually physically get the fuck out. Like it can't happen, especially if y'all live together. Get the, like, moving, looking up ways to do that now. It's like Virgo season, you're able to reflect, look back, and solidify and confirm everything that you already know, that your intuition has been telling you, your higher self has been telling you, your guides have been telling you. And then come Libra season is going to be when things are physically put into action, all right? And you're going to receive your justice. Because you've been putting so much out there. Like what I'm getting with the Well card is like you've been putting so much emotion out there, so much vulnerability, so much depth from your mind space and your heart, and this person is just not willing to. Yeah, it's like you are so magnetic, you are so, there's such a depth to you that you see how, like, she's facing forward, but she's sprinkling something like water on something without even looking. Like, what you possess, you can do in your sleep. What you, the energy that you possess is like, it's almost like it intimidates people, and it may even intimidate your partner. It may, like, I'm hearing simple-minded. Owls again may be of significance. And then we have the Star card, which is Aquarius energy, and then King of Swords. So this is, I feel like this has came up before in Pisces readings, where there was like a King of Swords and a King of Wands. So yeah, it's like you're very emotional, you're very sensitive, and I feel like it's time for you to pour into your own well. You feel me? A wishing well is what I just heard. Like, make a wish upon a star. Tap into what makes you happy, because you are going to be receiving your justice. And once you receive this justice, like, it is going to be so beautiful. Yeah, Five of Pentacles, leaving this person out in the cold. Like, and don't even worry about your pentacles. Don't worry about finances, because no matter what, you will be okay. You will be okay. And now I'm channeling something about like when you were a child, you sucked your thumb, or you had a specific blanket or like stuffed animal that you clung to, like a security blanket. And I feel like that may be what this relationship has brought you, as far as like codependency. This person may have been there when nobody else was, you know, and that was what it was like. That's what fueled, that was something that fueled part of the deception within the relationship, you know. But it's like no more, like it just can't happen no more. Look, the snake and karmic relationship, as soon as I split the deck, and we are only 10 minutes in. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, fleeting, triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. Thank you, Spirit, for further confirming that. Some of you are also going to be reaching out to me, is what I'm channeling, for a past life reading, as well as I heard something about karmic, like cord cutting and shit like that, because I do that type of work. Hand of cards, take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing your hand. Yeah, don't tell this person like how you're about to move. Like if you live with this person, like you have to be very strategic at this time. And that's what I was getting, like upcoming Virgo season. Like be very wise, you feel me? And go within, seek solitude, and keep everything to yourself at this time, okay? Girl with a snake, empath, and narcissistic paradigm, being charmed or used, enabled, boundaries. Bruh, like I don't play with this shit. Hand of cards, like, yeah. And then we have healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. Bro, like I literally channeled this shit for y'all. The snake again at the bottom of the deck. Like, give me one more card, Spirit, to clarify the energy. Like, you didn't know your worth, and you're finally coming into, like, you know your worth now. Like a lot of you have stopped so many things. Like if you smoked before, you stop smoking. If you hung out with certain people, you don't even hang out with those people no more. Like you're doing shit so differently now that you can't afford to go back. It's like you see a cycle in a chapter trying to repeat and trying to manifest all over again, and it scares the fuck out of you. You're like, fuck no. And for those of you who aren't really tapping in or aren't able to see that the cycle is happening again, Spirit is letting you know that another cycle of the same shit is trying to manifest again into your life, because you are not taking heed to the lessons. You are not reflecting. You are being deceived, and have been being deceived for a very long time. Okay, very long time. And Spirit's like, no, like I have so much planned for you. This is why if there's struggles, certain things in your life that haven't been working out, this is why blessings are being blocked. Yes, you're right where you're supposed to be at this time, because without this experience, without this perspective, you wouldn't be able to do what it is that you're called to do in this lifetime. You wouldn't be able to possess all of the wisdom, all of the strength, all of the patience, and it's also confirming within you how much love you have to offer the world. And you need to be giving this love to people where it can be reciprocated, and to the people who accept it for who you are in your entirety. The sword and the rose. And that's what I'm getting. Like, we've got swords out here, right? It's like you're the rose, they're a sword, and you rarely show your thorns. Like, as far as the rose having thorns, like they force you to use your thorns because they come at you with a sword all the time. And didn't I say something about stabbing? I did say that. I'm hearing protection work. Some of you are going to be coming to me about that. Love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Don't fall back into the trap. Okay? Don't. Do not. You have to be authentic. Like, and it's like, this is kind of deep, but I was talking to my coworker earlier this week, and you know, we were talking about the fact that we can't see ourselves unless we look in the mirror. we can see everybody else, but we can't see ourselves. Like when we're just walking out in daily life, we can't see ourselves. So God is such a detailed creator, because even down to how we were made physically is like a test. How can I say it? Like, it's like we can see everybody but ourselves. So it's that much harder. It's like God wants us to seek ourselves in order to seek God, the creator, creation, our higher selves. So it's like the creator made it that much harder for us, because it's like out of sight, out of mind. We are always out of sight, so we're never in the forefront of our mind. And everybody else that's external we're constantly looking for external recognition, validation. Everything is external, because that's what we can see with our eyes. And that's why working with your chakra system, working on your mind's eye, it's really your first eye, because your third eye was created and manifested before your two physical eyes. So that's why it's so important, because in your crown chakra to be balanced, because you're never going to wake up and be able to see through the bullshit. You have got to work on yourself. You have got to reflect and take accountability. When you take accountability for the part that you've played in, it's like you're able to instill some sense of power when it comes to like, okay, so this person didn't do this to me. I allowed them to do it to me. That way you take accountability that you were the one. Don't shame yourself or feel guilt around it, but you're able to have your power and retrieve your power back, because you're the one that did it. You feel me? You're the one that's in control. And then once you realize, like, damn, I am the one that's in control, that's when you tap into actually taking control of your life. Like, and be like, yo, I can't stand for this no more. This shit is toxic. Like, I can't keep doing this. It's like literally like poison. It spreads. It's like mold. It spreads. Some of you may even, have had, like, lived somewhere with, like, mold issues or some shit like that. Or you may be allergic to mold. That's really random. But what are some other messages, Spirit? Just be strategic, because it's time for you to step into your authenticity. Being authentic is such a beautiful thing. Standing in your truth and knowing what truth is for you, and and be gracious, be graceful. I mean, I'm not saying don't express anger and don't suppress your feelings, but at the end of the day, Page of Swords, yeah. 7 of Wands. Yeah, both people have their Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, it's like you walk away, they try to stop you, and oh, okay, I'm getting it. All right. Like, you're not phased, right? Like, once you really step into this energy of like, nah, bruh, like, I'm not doing this shit no more. Like, I'm sorry, can't. They're gonna try to stop you and block you and use money. Or either they're gonna do this or you're going to do this. It's like you're gonna start thinking like, okay, you start strategizing, you start thinking and navigating and trying to think about ways to move forward without this individual, right? And then money is going to come up and you're gonna be like, damn, like, because, and this is for people who have to like live together, maybe married, or yeah, 4 of Wands, live together, you feel me? Have assets shared. I mean, what I'm getting to is that's why you need to be strategic. I'm not saying be impulsive at all. I'm saying be the exact opposite. So it's like, and your guides, your ancestors are like really saying like, look, be strategic, especially when it comes to money. Like, you could even, because it's like you've already been living in deception, right? So the fake it till you make it advice, sometimes that shit actually works. And in this case, that's kind of what I'm getting, because 9 of Cups, yeah. Like, you could sit and, like, sit in your energy knowing, like, you ultimately have the power. We have the power. It just sometimes we don't realize it because we have daddy issues. It's like a cycle. We all have the same problem in the world. That's why relationships, a big main component as to why relationships are not working out, because we don't have fathers. So there's nobody showing our men how to treat a woman. There's no example of what love is supposed to look like from a man and a woman, because the dads either aren't present, they're dead, or they're in jail, or they walked away, you feel me? And then on the women's side of it, the first man that was supposed to love us didn't. And then also you've got other generational curses and trauma that manifest in the home, as far as molestation and sexual abuse and all of that. So our relationship to the opposite sex is so fucking conflicted, tainted, and fucking cursed that it's hard for us to get out of that fucking energy. The magician. All right, you need at this time really need to take heed to the resources that are at play and at hand right now. You have got to, like, look back, look around, and look at the resources that you have, and even seek certain resources. You feel me? Like, don't be ashamed to, if you have children, and you know, I'm gonna say, like, don't be ashamed to get temporary assistance if you have to. You feel me? Like, you have to do this for you, and especially for your children, in order to break these cycles. Like, it's your children are going to be what motivates you and pushes you and gives you the courage that you need to even be able to pursue this to begin with. Because Pisces is the sign of self-sacrifice, bruh. And you are not in a position to where you can afford to self-sacrifice any fucking more. You have such an important purpose. Everybody has an important purpose, but I'm speaking to you guys. You have such a fucking important purpose that you cannot afford this fucking distraction no fucking more, bruh. And normally I don't cuss, but like, I feel this shit so deep within my soul, my spirit. Like, I'm speaking to a lot of you, but there's very select few that are gonna really feel this and resonate with it. And it's just like, you have free will. So at the end of the day, you're gonna do what the fuck you're gonna do. But just know that, especially if you have children, if you don't stand up and be the leader, nobody is. And then you're going to raise your children. They're going to grow up, and you're going to see how the lack of faith, the lack of courage, and all of that you had played an immense part on your children. I'm not wishing bad on nobody, but I'm just saying, you want to live this life with no regrets. You've already been through enough. Like, you've already bared the cross in so many different areas. You want to be able to protect your babies as much as possible, okay? Protect your babies. And a lot of you need this because you don't even really know ways to go about educating your children and guiding your children on ways to deal with trauma. So it's vital, okay? I want you to say this out loud in your head or write it down on a piece of paper. This is for your heart chakra, okay? I have compassion for myself and for those around me. I let go of anger, resentments, and torments from the past, and I do not give my power away to those involved. Forgiveness is a gift I give to myself. I forgive myself for things I feel I could have done differently in the past, and I remind myself that my response could not have been more evolved than it was at the time. Affirm. I am compassionate to those in need, as this shows them that they are not alone. I practice this by listening, sharing, understanding, and being of service. As within, so without. Amen. Have compassion for yourself, Pisces. You have such immense compassion for everyone else. You have got to have it for yourself. Do not beat yourself up over the fact that, like what it just said, that you didn't respond in a different way. You couldn't have, because you had lessons to learn. You had to grow up. You had to learn what you didn't want in order to know what you do want. Okay, we've got the Knight of Pentacles and Two of Wands. Like, Spirit is further confirming, like, you can do it without this person. Like, this person may not even have that much of a bag. It's like Two of Wands. Yeah, you're going to be surveying, looking for places to live, okay? And they're going to be sitting alone, sulking. Eight of Pentacles. Like, they're going to be at work thinking about you. And you're going to be working and moving forward and unfazed, because it's time to focus, okay? You are very resourceful, and right now is the time to tap into those resources. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Make the decision, all right? It's time. You've been juggling, going back and forth with this for a while now. Walking on eggshells, okay? Bowing down to somebody who does not deserve your grace or mercy at all. You deserve that. And you are going to be the one that got away. You've already gotten away. You've already gotten away. Any other messages? We're gonna get some, I'm gonna pull some angel clarifiers and guidance. Page of Cups, that shit wanted to come out. Yeah, so, and then once you do this, you're gonna be literally holding so many blessings in your hand, and you ain't gonna know what to do with them. You'll be like, oh my God. Like, look, she's like holding something, and she's like, oh my goodness, like, I got so much, I don't even know what to do with it. Some of you, your business is going to blossom. It's going to skyrocket the minute that you decide to do this. All right, because I also feel like this connection has been getting in the way and taking your focus off of what truly matters. Call bullshit on your bullshit. Yep. Okay. Want to get out of a rut? The first step is to get tired of the bullshit. Your bullshit, their bullshit, the world's bullshit. Spend today honing your sense of deja vu. Once you can spot the old shit, you can start to stop that old shit. Exactly. Go outside and do shit. Some of you are constipated is what I just heard, because that was shit twice in a row. Okay, it's been proven all over the place that trees and nature and fresh air and all that shit help fight depression, anxiety, addiction, and pretty much anything else that might ail you. Find some place to put your feet in the grass or the dirt or the water or anywhere that's not concrete. A 5-minute nature break can reduce the amount of shitty thoughts in your brain drastically as fuck. Like, yeah, I feel like, you know, you've been sunken in. You've been in a depressive state for like the last 6 months or so. And even before that, this whole motherfucking relationship, like, you've had to medicate in different ways or find coping mechanisms that may have not been the healthiest to be able to get through and deal with this shit. Things get harder before you level up. Just know that and remember that. You are working hard and making good life choices, and then out of nowhere a shitstorm starts and you can't figure out why. It's like a mountain climber is getting to the peak. It's steeper and the weather is worse up there, but if they were to give up or spend time crying about it, about why it's so hard, no one would ever get to the top of Mount Everest. Most of us would rather chop off a hand than climb a snow-covered mountain, but it's still a great metaphor for making shit happen. Shit again. Okay, we've got no equals a full sentence. Learning how to say the fuck no, okay? You know what punctuates that sentence? Action. We spend so much time explaining our boundaries that we forget to just have a fucking boundary. Say no and quit participating in what you said no to. Remove yourself from the situation if you have to. Be your own motherfucking boundary. Perfect. That is a perfect message for this reading. You can't heal a wound by saying it's not there. Exactly, like I was saying, deceiving yourself. You have been in a deep level of deception. You've been deceiving yourself all the while letting this person deceive you in multiple ways. in regards to cheating, manipulation, gaslighting, projections, okay, energy vampires sucking you dry and draining you and then acting innocent like they did nothing wrong. Some injuries you really can just walk off, okay? Too many of us run around treating emotional compound fractures like a stubbed pinky toe. That's not the same, love. If you ignore the big ouches, they fester and get gangrene and give us permanent limps and shit. Do you have a big ouch that needs tending? Naming it is the first step in healing. Maybe your wounds need some professional help. Don't do the gangrene amputation thing like that's so 2016. Okay, guess who ain't gotta explain shit to nobody? You. All right, do not spend any more time explaining yourself. I feel like you've been doing this for so long. It's like you're at your wit's end, bro. Like it's just you're done. You're slowly but surely done. Pretending to be a savage won't heal that hole in your heart, baby. Yeah, like you don't have to accept this. It's been proven all over the... Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Quit trying to explain yourself to everyone. No one has to understand your brand of cuckoo. You gotta own your shit, but that's a whole lot different than trying to get everyone to sign off on whatever weirdness you want to create. Get on with your freaky little self, you freaky little fuck. For real, though. Like, fuck that shit. Seriously. And you're gonna be so happy. Like, a lot of you haven't even experienced or lived your most happiest days. Like, and they're coming. I'm affirming that for you, okay? They are coming. Spirit, show me some angel messages, please, for the Piscean Collective. Some final advice for the Piscean Collective. Spirit, please. Thank you. Okay, we've got a lot of final messages. Damn, normally I wouldn't even take all these, but y'all need this, okay? Y'all need this. Oh, sheesh. Hold up. Wait. Hold up. Okay. Leap of faith. Wasn't I talking about that? Okay. Leap of faith. I'm ready to take a leap. Angels, thank you for doing it with me. No, if you knew you were supported, what would you do? Okay? You are not alone. Change and transition. Okay, look at him. Okay. Your partner may even have tattoos on his chest or something. Angel art. Azrael. Thank you, Azrael, for leading me safely through this change. Spirit. Yo, when spirit comes through, spirit comes through. Accurate. Thank you. Transformation. This situation you've been transforming. That's why you had to go through all of this, okay? Thank you, Zakiel, for supporting me to transform from my past challenges. Open your heart. Didn't I say that? Work with your heart chakra, your heart center. Okay. Thank you, Shamil, for moving the barriers around my heart, learning to love yourself. Okay. You were accepting the love that you felt you deserved at the time, and now your angelic counsel, your team has been stepping forward in a tremendous way, and they've been the ones helping support you through this process. Okay, we've got balance, and I did say Libra energy earlier. Okay, it says, thank you, angels, for bringing my life into balance. Yes, that's what this transformation, this change and transition, and this leap of faith is going to bring you. All right, full balance and alignment, and it's long overdue. Long overdue. Look, so many leaps, joys, dancing, celebrating. Okay, live your joy. Thank you, angels, for supporting me as I follow my joy. You are on such an amazing, path. And I was going to say, yeah, I said dancing, right? And it says, move your body. So I know for me, I've taught dance for over 11 years, and I really need to start dancing more. Like, when I dance, it's like I'm not even here. When I sing, it's like I'm not even here. I'm in another place. It feels amazing. And when you sing and when you dance, you're automatically cleansing, revitalizing, and balancing your entire chakra system, your kundalini energy, your safety, security, and stability, your root chakra, all right? Move your body. Thank you, angels, for motivating me to move my body and energy. Literally, I did say too that some of y'all are going to be moving, okay? But being strategic and taking a leap of faith too. So don't be too logical in this process. Ask spirit for the guidance, for the help to guide you through this process. And some of you are going to get an apartment, a new home. Like some of you are going to be looking into what is it called, like single parent loans or house. Like you want to be a first-time home buyer, first-time homeowner, and you're going to be looking into like help as far as help that is offered in the areas of like single moms and things like that. Like there's so many resources out there, okay? And then some of you, you know, do not be ashamed to accept help that you need, okay? Use it as a stepping stone and then move forward. Do what you got to do. Be smart about it. Use these opportunities to stack up your bread. If you got to move back in with family, it is what it is. Like, just do what you have to do and know that you are right where you are supposed to be at all times. And every experience that you go through is a reason and a way for you to grow, for you to transform, for you to see things from a different perspective. That way you can move accordingly in the future and you can show your children how to move accordingly. You are setting the example of not, by you doing this, you're breaking so many generational curses, and you've already been doing that. You've already been doing that seamlessly. So you are showing your children the way, the truth, and the life. Okay? You're showing your children not to settle. You're showing your children not to be inauthentic when it comes to love. You're showing your children what self-love is, what self-care is, what true self and true love is. True love is self-love, okay? It's unfiltered love. There's no truer love than self-love and the love of your children, because you are one. And also, be grateful for this partner, that they played a part in you having these children, that these children are your salvation, to therefore give you the courage that you need to be able to step up for yourself and show up for you and for them. Because you have to be the leader that you wish you had, and you have to lead your legacy, your descendants. You are going to be the next ancestor of your lineage. So it's time. You've got to get your shit together, Pisces. You have to. So, yeah, that's all I'm really... Focus your mind, okay? Work with Archangel Metatron. Reach out to him. I'm really getting heavy Archangel Metatron vibes, okay? Thank you, angels, for helping me to focus on my priorities, okay? You and your children are first and foremost high priority, all right? I just heard abstain from sex, abstain from orgasms. Right now, you need to channel all of your energy, and sexual energy is the most powerful energy. You need to channel and hone in all of that energy into moving into a new chapter instead of reliving the same one, okay? So nothing changes if nothing changes, all right? I hope you guys like this reading. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Tips and donations would be greatly appreciated. And again, like I said, if you're interested in a personal service of mine, just click the link in the description box below and comment and interact. And I would love to hear from you guys about like your stories. If this reading resonated, please don't hesitate to reach out, okay? See you guys in my next video. Bye.